Right, I've got some excellent quality new tool to show you today, which I've just acquired for my workshop. And I don't just do any old reviews on tools or whatever. I only do reviews on things that I obtain to use in my workshop. So whatever tools or equipment I show are things that I've actually got for a specific purpose and because they're good quality. So the first is this excellent three-piece set of diamond whetstone laps. They come in 240 grit, 600 grit and 1000. Now I've been looking for narrow section diamond laps for quite a long time now. I don't know whether these have just come on the market, but I've been using these older type, which are quite cumbersome to hold. They're all right for large things like plane blades or large chisels or whatever. But these narrow section ones are really brilliant for the actual engineer's workshop, for actually doing radiuses on HSS tooling that you've just done up or whatever. I found having a narrow section like that is much better to hold, and you get a much better feel of doing a radius. Plus they're also much better to hold and have a feel of getting a nice flat bevel on knives and scissors and other small tools. Now, one of the things that's critical in the engineer's workshop is lighting, and I've been looking for a good quality machine lamp for some time. I found this one. It's all aluminium and chrome steel construction. What I like about this one here is it doesn't have a massive great base like the old magnetic stands of the past. This one has a very powerful rare earth magnet in there, and it's a nice little size. Can go on the compound slide of a lathe without getting in the way too much, or on the back guard. It's very powerful and doesn't fall off, and it's a very powerful LED light. It has a on-off switch on the side, and I put this one on the back of my Chinese mini lathe. It's always handy to have a light like this that you can actually direct right into the bore or right onto the actual diameter of the actual workpiece. And being magnetic, I can just take it off and stick it on the back of the vise when I'm doing very close work in the vise. It comes with the standard American type plug. And for the UK they send one of these. I never use these ones. I use the shaver type here, which have a fuse. I buy quite a few of those up for all the Chinese things that I get. Next I have this excellent new small angle grinder tool, and it's a variable speed model, which is excellent. I've never seen a variable speed one before, and being small and having a 10mm thread here makes it a multi-purpose angle grinder. So what you can do with these small ones, you can actually remove the locking collar for the disc and buy one of these Sanu chucks with a 10mm thread. These are really good quality chucks. Sanu make the lathe chucks as well. You can see that that's really well finished. That one just screws onto the spindle and lock that one up. And then you can use all different types of tools like these grinding wheels, large burr tools, or the wire brushes that you would actually use on an electric drill. And having the variable speed makes it really great to actually use these tools. And the chuck can actually take 10mm diameter bits. And again, it comes with the 2-pin type plug, so I use the shaver type with the fuse. And the speeds are 3,600 to 11,000 RPM. So you can imagine how good that would be for all different types of jobs. And I find this size excellent for when I'm making my fixtures and things on my lathe. Also, you can actually use the flexible drive off of these, and you can actually use them for drilling in tight places with the right angle with the chuck. I like the actual handle at the back here. It's very narrow and nice to hold, and it's great having the trigger at the underside here. Most angle grinders have them up here, and I find those quite awkward to use sometimes. And you have the lock on the side, so you can actually lock it on, and when you press the trigger again, that releases that. The body is made of that really nice quality ABS plastic. You can see it's very strong, it feels very strong, but it doesn't feel brittle in any way. And it's supplied with 2 extra brushes. So I think it's a really excellent angle grinder to get, and great for smaller work. You can see the size there, and the brilliant hold. And also having the handle here stops you from actually covering the vents up, which you can do on some angle grinders. They can get quite hot quite quickly. This stops that happening. So overall, I think it's a really fantastic little tool. And you do get some people still knocking the Chinese made tools as if they're inferior. I don't find that now at all. I've had a Chinese angle grinder which I bought probably about 15 years ago, and it's had really good amount of use, and it's still going perfectly. The bearings are perfect in it, and I've never actually changed the brushes or anything. So I hope this one lasts the same.